This episode of CleaningBiz.tv is made possible by the Janitorial Store's ebook, Janitorial Supervisor Training Program, Practical Training for Developing Supervisory Skills. This program is perfect for grooming your best employees for their next step in their career development. Coming up on today's show, why don't cleaning prospects make a decision on my proposal? Plus, a viewer question on squeezing more profit out of your cleaning business. I'm Jean Hansen, and this is a show that will help turn your vision into a successful cleaning business. Why don't cleaning prospects make a decision on my proposal? Have you ever spent time nurturing a hot prospect, walking through their space, designing a cleaning program just for them, and taking extra time and care to put together a great proposal? Sure, we all have. I'll bet some of them have also suddenly dropped off the face of the earth while you anxiously awaited their decision, right? So what happened to these hot prospects? Why won't they return your calls anymore? Is it something you did or said? Is there something wrong with the proposal? Well, in most cases, it's none of the above. Now, before you go jumping to conclusions about the prospect, consider some of the common reasons hot prospects suddenly stop calling. 1, they're totally swamped. They're still interested, but they just can't handle one more thing to deal with at this point in time. 2, their priorities have changed. You never know what's going on behind the scenes that could cause this to happen. 3, no urgency. Now, of course, we have a sense of urgency about the proposal, but your prospect may not. Sure, they're probably still interested, but they're not in a big hurry. 4, they're price shopping. Price shoppers are usually easy to spot, but some prospects know how to play the game and they really just want to do some comparison shopping. So what can you do to find out if they're serious or not? Well, first, keep trying. It's your job to keep in touch. The key is not to panic. It's not unusual for prospects to hold off on making any quick decisions. 2, make sure each contact you make with the prospect counts. Instead of calling to find out if they've made a decision yet, call and say something like, "Hi John, I wanted to get in touch with you about the cleaning proposal because I know how much you are looking forward to getting a green cleaning program in place. If I don't hear from you this week, I'll bug you again in a couple of weeks." Well, by adding a little sense of humor at the end, it lets them know that you're not desperate, but you're ready whenever they are. 3, mix up the communication. Use phone, email, and snail mail. That way, if something is blocking their email or if a gatekeeper is blocking their voicemail, you can still get through. 4, let them off the hook by leaving a message that you thought they were interested in a new cleaning service, but perhaps you misjudged the situation since you haven't heard from them in 6 weeks. This sometimes prompts a callback from a prospect who's feeling guilty about not responding to you. And finally, after several weeks of no contact, reduce the frequency of your contact to quarterly. Sometimes prospects will wait several months before wanting to revisit the proposal, so it's important to still make occasional contact. If you haven't heard from your hot prospects lately, don't panic. Just keep these tips in mind and keep trying. Coming up next, a viewer asks how to squeeze more profit out of their cleaning business by improving employee efficiency. I've asked Steve to join me today to answer this viewer question. It seems like my profits keep dropping, but I'm afraid to raise my prices right now. What I'd like to do is figure out how to get my employees to work more efficiently. Any tips for me?
Well, I've got a few for you. The first one is to avoid backtracking. Whenever you have to go back and forth across your room, that's costing you time and money. The other thing is to use both your hands. You know, that's why God gave them to you. You know, I usually put 2 dusting mitt on each hand, and it makes me more efficient as I'm dusting. And use the right tool for the job. You know, a good example is if you're vacuuming hard floor surfaces, you know, a backpack with the right floor tool is much more efficient than an upright vacuum cleaner that's not designed for that. And one more thing is to keep your tools and equipment organized. Now, if you have them in a caddy or a cleaning apron, you know, make sure that they're always organized in the same manner, because then you'll just able to grab and go with that product or microfiber.
Right. So those are some good tips, because if we're not training our employees on how to work efficiently, they're going to be taking a lot more time to clean and wasting a lot of time, which means your profit dollars are going right out the window. So train your employees to work efficiently, and it'll put more money in your pocket. Well, that's it for today's show. Be sure to post your comments on the show below the video at cleaningbiz.tv. And don't forget to check out the Janitorial Supervisor Training Program at thejanitorialstore.com. See you next time.